How we doing, everybody? Case Lowe here from Q101. This is a Case For. Normally, when I do something like this, I'm standing in front of a beautiful marquee or I'm standing in front of an empty venue. But that's not what we're doing here. We're standing in an alley next to the Metro as we talk to Jade from Oso Oso, a delightful emo band, one that I would recommend. We talk new music. We talk Chicago Bears. We talk music trends and indie rock. All that and much more, and it's coming to you now. How we doing, everybody? It's Case Lowe here from Q101. It is a Case For, a show in which I have coerced management and letting me talk to my favorite bands. We are sitting in a van, not down by the river, but merely outside the historic Metro in Wrigleyville. I am here with Jade from Oso Oso. How are you, my friend?
Hey, good. Doing good, yeah.
Good. We met each other a few months ago. You were helping the hotelier out on their tour, which, by the way, you can watch my interview with the hotelier on Q101's YouTube channel. How was that? That was a very fun time for me. Was that a fun time for you?
Yeah, it was a completely different experience being on tour and not playing, like doing the other side of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you've helped them out on stage before, but you were just hanging out tour managing them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was good? No big issues? You didn't get fired or anything?
No, I didn't get fired.
Good.
One of the few jobs I haven't gotten fired from.
What are the jobs you've been fired from?
Oh, man, there's a Red Mango.
I hear their standards are very high.
Yeah, there was a bar that I got, like, I just showed up one week and wasn't on the schedule anymore, and then you ask about it and they're like, oh yeah, well maybe next week, and then next week you're not, and you're like, all right, I'm fired from this place.
At least you could take the hint. I think some people would just keep on going back. It's like, what you got for me this week, guys?
Yeah, right.
I heard something about you right before we started recording.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I think it's good. I hope you can be vulnerable and honest and talk to our listeners about this. Are you doing an all Chipotle tour?
It's not all Chipotle. It's not all Chipotle tour. But it's as much as possible. Yeah.
All right. So we're like 7 shows through the tour at this point.
Yeah.
What's our Chipotle count?
Probably like, so I think we're like 9 shows into the tour. We're about like 2 weeks into the tour. After this, I'm gonna go get Chipotle. I'll probably be like my 7th Chipotle.
All right, that's a healthy pace.
Tour. Yeah,
that's a healthy pace.
I think so. Yeah.
What's your order there? Or are we mixing it up every day?
We mix it up a little bit, but it's usually I get like I'll do like half chicken or half steak or half barbacoa, like something half chicken, half beef, white rice, no beans. If I was home, I'll do the beans, but on this, we're just skipping the beans for now. Then I do the pico. I do a little bit of sour cream, lettuce, a little bit of cheese, and that's it. Just pretty simple. Just in a bowl.
That's good stuff.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
If I was home and I was doing it, I'd probably throw some like hotter stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask, because I famously, for our Q101 listeners that know, can't handle spice at all.
Okay.
We had Potbellies deliver us some sandwiches on the morning show this morning, and they have a new jalapeno popper sandwich, which is delightful. I would recommend it.
Is it the cream cheese type of jalapeno?
Yeah, exactly.
That one I don't really like to mess with.
Okay, all right.
The other type I'll eat.
It damn near killed me. And it was a very little amount of jalapeno, but I was sweating where I'm like trying to talk on the radio, my throat's closing up, I can feel it. I can't do any spice, but you, mere hours before performing, could handle a salsa of some type?
Yeah, no. I'll just do the pico salsa.
Okay.
Yeah, I try not to do spice either, because like even like if I eat a little bit too much, I'll be burping the whole time. And then that's like, I get pretty self-conscious about that. I'll be like, keep turning to the amp, burp, turn back, try and sing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's bad luck.
Yeah,
that's bad luck. I want to talk, obviously, about your music. There's a very identifiable trait that I think your band has that you guys, and I say this in all honesty, do better than everybody else, which is that you write the best choruses in all of music. There is nothing catchier than a catchy Oso Oso song. When it hits, and it's remarkable.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so curious as to how you developed that ability. Are there people that you are trying to emulate? Is it something that at some point you just had it? What is that like when it comes to crafting, say, a song like a morning song, masterful chorus? How does something like that come about?
By not having a car that plays your iPod. So I'll just be driving around or something, or like in the beginning of the band, I'd be like delivering pizzas or whatever. And I had like a car that had like a CD player. So I would get tired of the same CD, and then I'd just be like sitting around driving and just kind of just make stuff in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, are
And
you
I'm like,
driving in silence?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's scary.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like that, and then I have at home. I have like a minivan, and it has a cassette player. So I had like the cassette thing with the dongle in, and I was playing music through my phone for that for a little bit. But mostly, I'll just listen to like talk radio, or it'll be silent, and that's when I start making little songs. I'll be singing something to myself, and then I'll take my phone, and I'll put I'll do a video. But it'll be like a video that's like pointing at the floor or something, like so like my face isn't in it or anything, and start making like a song like that. And then when I'm like sitting down to write, I'll go through my videos and I'll be like, oh, that's just the camera's pointing at the floor, that's probably a song, and then start delving through the little stuff that I made in the car.
Really?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Hey, can I ask, and this is such a bold question for a man sitting in your van, but you have such an extensive catalog already. Can we expect new music anytime soon?
Oh yeah.
Working on it, cooking? Are you cooking
Done,
right now?
Done, finished.
Really?
Yeah, we're mixing it right now, like as we speak. I want to put it out August 9th.
Why August 9th?
I just was looking at the calendar. It seems like a good day. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the first time I put a date anywhere. So
Wonderful.
There you
All
go.
right. Well, that's
heard
good
it
to
first
know.
Here.
On A Case For with Q101.
Yeah.
I'm curious when it comes to new music. Again, we've heard none of this. I don't know singles. I don't know album. I don't know anything. But you've got this locked away in the back of your head. What is the thing you're most excited for people to hear when it comes to your new music?
I think it's like, I don't want to mislead people with it, but it feels like dancier. If that makes sense, like it feels like every song, at least in the first half of the album, is very like just kind of like we're going.
That's what I like to hear. That is good stuff.
We're going. And then we get into a little bit more of like the more melancholy, kind of somber type of stuff. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I like it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I am too. I'm curious, as we now work backwards here and talk about the work that you have done. I mentioned this when I talked to Christian from the Hotelier too, and I think, oddly enough, your two bands are the bands that I think this applies to, where it is defined by journalists and press and whatever as emo music, but it's also very critically acclaimed. Your batting average on Pitchfork is quite literally higher than almost any band in history. I think you have two best new music.
There's got to be higher ones.
A lot of bands have duds. Not a lot of duds in this catalog, my friend. It's all very good. The website respects it, but I'm curious, how much are you aware of outside noise of either press or fans or whatever? How often does a comment come into your life? Are you reading comment section? Or do you largely ignore it?
When I'm home, I ignore it, and then when I get on tour, it's like the band or project or whatever. It's just so like, you're spending like a whole month where it's like every day is something devoted to this. You know what I mean? So then it's like you'll be in the car, you'll be bored, and then I'll like read stuff, and I'll go through it all, and I'll be like, I'll read shit, it'll be like, oh fuck, I want to like respond to it, and then like, no, I can't respond to that. Stop. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely, it's like, when you read bad stuff, like I'll get heated for like 30 seconds, but then I'll let that pass.
Do you have the
know what I
urge
mean?
to fight back? Because there's
for sure.
Okay, that's funny because there's one interview that I've done that I liked the interview, but I was sending it to somebody that wanted to check it out, and I just happened to see a comment, and the comment roasted me a little bit. It crushed me because I wasn't expecting it. I was just like, oh man, I do suck. I never have the urge to be like, actually, I am pretty good. I was like, oh man, they're right. But you want to fight back.
Well, so like, it's weird. Like, another thing too is like, my mom, right? My mom will like, she's like a kindergarten aide, but she retired this past year.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, for sure. So she's kind of like at home with like less to do in the day, and she'll be like, okay, let me check up, see what people are saying about like my son's band, and she'll call me and be like, did you see this thing this person said? Like, no, I didn't say it. Don't tell me. So now if you're talking shit, like my mom sees that, dude. But yeah, there's that, and then there's like there's two things that just bug me out every time. Is like, people be like, oh, I saw them live, they sucked, it was at this show, and it'll be like, it's like, we never played with those bands.
Oh,
dude.
really?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm not doubting that they're probably telling the truth. They probably did see us, and we probably sucked, but like, I'll just be like, how are you gonna talk shit and not even know where the fuck you were. Like, excuse me if I'm not allowed to curse or anything.
No, you're good.
That, and then there's the comment where people be like there'll be like people talking nicely about us, and then someone will be like, not to be a hater, but I just don't get it. Can someone explain this band to me? And it's like, what kind of explanation is somebody going to tell you that is going to make you like it all of a sudden?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry you hate catchy choruses and fun riffs and good vibes. I'm sorry that's not good enough for you. Oh, boy. In relation to that, this is nothing to do with your band specifically. I'm more curious about your opinion on this as a consumer. You've obviously played Pitchfork Fest in the past.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Pitchfork lineup this year, and it's something I'm not certainly not the first person to make this observation, but I feel like we're lacking a great trend in indie music right now. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what the dominant thing is. I think a great thing about your band was you guys came along when emo was having a moment, and it was emo revival and everything. I don't need to go through that again.
For
And
sure.
then, post-COVID, it was like, oh, look at hardcore's having a moment. Who are all these bands? And I feel like we've moved away from that a little bit. But, like, you look at that Pitchfork Fest lineup this year, and no hate by any means. There's great bands on it. But I feel like we're living in, like, a naked age where there's no dominant trend. Do you feel that way as a musician or a consumer?
I don't know. Like, I haven't seen the Pitchfork lineup for this year yet,
Okay.
so I'm a bit unfamiliar with it.
It's
But
it's there.
I still feel like I was hanging out with a friend last night in Minneapolis, and I feel like the hardcore thing is definitely still, like, I think there's a lot of people that are interested in checking out hardcore bands, like going to shows,
Yeah.
even if they only know like a song or two,
Yeah.
or just word of mouth have heard of a good band. Like, I feel like that's going on a lot right now. So I feel like it's still kind of going with the hardcore stuff.
I think you're probably right. And I think the scene, and I've talked to people on the show about it, where the scene has splintered a little bit, where I think there were some people that were like, all right, enough melodic hardcore. That is, we're getting heavier than ever before. We're pushing that away. But then, there's Militarie Gun and Fiddlehead and all these melodic bands that are like, no, we're drawing good houses, guys.
Yeah,
Things are okay
For
on
sure.
our end.
I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people, like Militarie Gun specifically, a lot of friends I've seen like get into that band recently that have like, it's like that's like their introduction into hardcore.
Dude,
like, you know what I
we
mean?
play them on Q101. I mean,
yeah,
Militarie
yeah,
Gun
there
is
you
sandwiched in between a classic Foo Fighter song and Imagine Dragons or whatever
Yeah,
else. I
wow.
mean, their Do It Faster is on the radio now, and it's we had them in for an acoustic session, which you
Okay.
can watch at Q101's YouTube channel, and they're. The thing that's so fun about them is that they're grinding at a level that is so impressive. Where I don't want to speak for him, but Ian is he feels very motivated. He wants to figure out like, all right, what's this level up? And it's exciting for me because I work on that level. So it's like if I can bring in a cool band like that, it's awesome.
Yeah,
That's for
pretty
sure.
sick.
I don't want to take up too much of your time. You have to go eat Chipotle,
Yeah.
and then you have to go play a cool show, which I'm looking forward to. Final question for you. I believe I have this information, right? And again, I ask, please just be vulnerable and honest. Is it true you have lost large sums of money gambling on the Chicago Bears?
No.
No. Okay, good. That makes me feel better.
No, but that's only because NFL is one of my better sports.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say I've lost the most money gambling on soccer in my life.
Okay. Now, there's a helpline that if you're gambling on soccer, you can call. Why are you gambling on MLS or Premier League, or what are we doing there?
I like to gamble on sports. Anything I'm reading the board, I'm looking, I'm keeping tabs on all the leagues.
Really?
I grind it out.
Wow. All right. So
Yeah.
by the time this comes out, the NFL draft would have just happened. Do you have any advice for the Bears? Should we be taking Caleb Williams, or what's going on
It's
here?
too late. My honest opinion, I am a Bears fan. I think that might have been why you heard that.
I heard you had some faith in Mitch Trubisky at one point, which
where'd you guys hear this stuff, man? Damn, that's crazy.
Look, we all did. All right. I was like, he's good. Guys, he's going to be great.
Yeah, that year was good when they made the playoffs,
Yeah.
and it was just like a kick. It was bad.
I was like, guys,
kick,
he's got it. We're
Yeah.
good.
I think, but this is my Bears prognosis is and like I'm a Bears fan, but I would say like and a big sports dude, but NFL and hockey are kind of like the lower ones for me. But I personally think they should have kept Justin Fields, and then, even if it was trading down or whatever to get something, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be the steal of the draft.
Yeah.
And this
I'm
is
with
coming
ya.
from a dude that's like, I'm not like tapped in with college football or anything like that.
Nor am I, but
you know what I mean?
But he is
But I think
another level.
Yeah, Justin Fields was starting to put it together. I can't remember who the dude was that they traded for from the Chargers.
Oh,
It's like Keenan Allen maybe or something.
yes. Oh my God,
Right?
that's right. They got Keenan Allen. You're right. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was excited about that. I was like, dude, you got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Marvin Harrison Jr., and like Justin Fields. That's kind of. I feel like you guys have something figured out there.
I would think with that receiving core, you could play quarterback. Just get
That's
the
what I'm
ball in the
saying,
air
dude.
and they'll
Yeah,
catch it.
You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not really too familiar with like Caleb Williams' game like that. The way that like just I keep seeing highlight reels all like last year of like Marvin Harrison Jr. and just his dad was great. So,
It was absolutely.
So you're like, all right, it's got to be I feel like if you grow up and one of the greatest receivers of all time is teaching you how to be a receiver, you're gonna be pretty good. You know what I mean?
You would certainly hope so.
Yeah.
You would certainly hope so. Well, much like Marvin Harrison, he was great at receiving. I think your band is great. I am delighted by the success. I look forward to the new music. Good luck on this tour. Stay safe.
Thank you.
If you liked this and you want to watch more, A Case For on Q101's YouTube channel, we have conversations with the likes of Militarie Gun or Jeff Rosenstock or The Hotelier. All that is available at Q101's YouTube channel. In the meantime, Jade, thank you so much.
Thank you.